I haven't, I'm genuinely saying this because, you know, on a Wednesday you can come in and say what you want. I haven't seen everything that's been going on. Do you know what I mean, guys? But that's for Kaz to deal with. It's not for me to deal with because I'm not going on screen with Gems. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So there you go. It's for Kaz to deal with, not me. Right, guys, but while we got people in the boxes, I want to talk about Alf Bar and the hormones because... Hello? Oh, okay. So here's Alf Bar about the hormones, and we'll play the Evil Queen video after.
No, actually, I've already paid for the hormones. So Evil Queen's going to come about when her next occupation is. She pushed me tonight to do it, I did it. But you know what I'm just scared of? I'm scared of, like, the effects of the hormones. If they didn't come with, like, insane effects, then I wouldn't be hesitant. But I'm not going to lie, I am hesitant only because, like, you know, it comes with a lot of scary effects. But I bought them. It's just, like, you know, the effects are quite scary. But, yeah, so that's it. I'll be honest, I'm just a bit scared, that's all. I'm just nervous. I'm going through the whole stage of puberty as a female when I go on these pills. So technically, I'll get, it's like a rebirth, not a rebirth, but it's like me starting puberty all over again. And apparently, it helps your mental health, hormones for trans people because, you know, you have less hatred towards yourself, so that's what I'm excited about. I want it. I've already paid for it. I'm already getting it. It's just I'm nervous, and I'm not gonna lie to you at all about that. I'm nervous. Like people say, be bluntly honest with myself about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just nervous. Like, don't pressure me.
Can you hear it, guys? So basically, right, and we'll play the Evil Queen video in a minute. Guys, I'm not avoiding the Mama Kaz. If you want to jump in a box and talk about it, but I've not seen the videos. I don't know what's going on. All I know is...
Ask Kaz to come in here and then she can talk about it with you all. It's only fair. She's been mentioned.
What's going on with Kaz. You know, I'm not accountable for my friends, you know, who I associate with on TikTok. Sorry, Jay, darling. I'm not accountable for their actions. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. If she's going on with Gemzino, sorry, Jay, if she's going on with Gemzino, that's down to Kaz. It's not down to me. I've already said I don't think people should be going on with Gemzino. I said it at the beginning of the show. Do you know what I mean? That is what I said, but it's down to Kaz. It's not down to me. It's who I choose to go on with that matters. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not being held accountable for everything that every person that I'm associated with on TikTok does. I'm not doing it. And you only want me to talk about it because you think it's gonna, you know, put me in an awkward situation, but it's not going to put me in an awkward situation. I am not live with Jam, okay? So what I want to talk about now is Alf Bar and the hormones, right? So what I want to know is if we've got anybody from the transgender community, because, right, guys, I didn't think that if you suffered with mental health problems, you could have these hormones. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if Evil Queen has seen proof of the hormones, you know, but if there's somebody from the transgender community that's going through the transitioning, let me know. Because I thought, like I say, Jay and everybody else, if you suffer with mental health issues, you have to, like, you know, be screened and things like that before you can take them.
I did see something on FYP with EQ. I think she did something last night and she said that Elphaba's not willing to pay the £35 a month for the hormones or something. I could be wrong. Maybe I've got that wrong, but if someone...
She did say that, and I think that's why I came on too, because I thought it was weird. A lot of people do, like, a counselor, you know, first and, you know, get all that together. So it's weird that I guess she's just getting them online and not going through, you know, like a doctor like that.
At this point, they're just a pathological liar as well, though, because every time they come out with something, it always ends up not being true.
Yeah.
So I'm not calling Alf Bar a liar. I'm not saying Alf Bar's lying about these hormones. I'm just saying I'm confused about it because I know that, you know, other friends that I've got that are transitioning, they have to go for mental health assessments and everything. And we know that Alf Bar's gone to hospital for SHing and having mental health breakdowns. So if they're going to give Alf Bar hormones that are going to put, what's the word, Jay? What's the word?
Counselling.
The female hormone.
Oh, is it estrogen? I'm a female. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Estrogen. Yeah, estrogen.
You get what I'm saying? It's going to mess up the chemicals in the brain more. So surely they would have to have like mental health
Yeah, but I think it's
assessments.
EQ, Donna. Like when I see the video, like the screen recording of her saying she can't be bothered to spend the £35 a month. I think even EQ was a bit. She was questioning Elphaba now because it seemed that way to me. It come across to me that way.
Yeah, I've got the video here. Shall I play it?
Yeah, go on.
I want to show you the skin close up, right? But yes, the chat if you want me, if you'll be fine with that. Don't bully me. I don't want people just bullying me having hair on my face. I want to show you the face. You ready?
Why would you want to put a full face of makeup on and have a mustache and beard?
Look at that though.
Like, why wouldn't you want your makeup to look better without all that?
Flawless. No filter. No, the smooth is off.
I mean, I'm just going to point harsh realities out, and that's the truth of the matter, you know what I mean? Like, you need to get on the tablets, and obviously, but if you were really a woman, you wouldn't want to be going mustache and beard, you'd be wanting to get everything rid of, you know what I mean, that associates you to the masculinity.
Actually, no, I'd love to get the beauty world. I've never done it before. I mean,
It's true, honestly.
I wear makeup all the time because it helps me feel feminine, you know what I mean? And my beard's showing, aww.
I'm pleased to start washing your hair every other day or something and take pride in your appearance. I don't know why you don't. I really don't. I'm baffled, love, so I don't know sometimes. And that's not me being nasty or cruel or any of those things. It's like trying to deliver a harsh reality. Like, you've got all the tools to do everything and, you know...
She's right.
Yeah.
Why is she so invested in that? Oh, I'm not on mute. Oh.
There we go. So that's Evil Queen, even confused about Alpha's transitioning. Do you know what I mean? What we got to say, ladies?
I think that it's hard. Just want to say this and then I have to go. But I think it's hard because people do their transitions different. And then when you look at it, there's some women that body hair doesn't, bother them. Or, I think people have different dysmorphia when it comes, because I have a couple of trans friends and they're like all different with what bothers them. So to put her in like one box, I feel... isn't good, but at the same time, I think Alpha just wouldn't want to go back on being trans anyway. After, the Tourette's thing, this and that. I think she wants to, because there's so many other, just don't even label yourself. Just, I like wearing makeup. I like dressing the way I want. Like, what's the big deal about it?
Yeah, I agree. I just think if she should if anything, just say, listen, I don't know what the fuck I am, but I am me and I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah, she's only 20. She's got so long to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like because she's kind of like, maybe at the beginning she was confused, she didn't know what she wanted to be. She's kind of like gone with the whole trans thing now that she feels like she has to stick with it. But I've always stuck with it. I don't think she's trans. If you look at Jeffree Star, he wears makeup, he wears wigs, women's, clothing. He's not transgender, do you know what I mean? And I think this is what Alpha is. I think she, she's like Jeffree Star and many other males that wear makeup and wigs and dresses, but she can't go back on what she said because, she's doing nothing about it. Yes, it is a journey, but, do you get what I'm saying, ladies?
People would respect her more, though, if she did just say, listen, like I just said, I don't know who I am, what I want to be, I don't know, but this is what I want to do. I want to wear makeup, and sometimes I want to wear women's clothes. Like, I don't know what I want to be, but it's none of your business, basically. Do you know what I mean? I do feel like, I did hear what you said, Kate, actually, and I'm in two minds. Like, why is everyone so fucking bothered?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
invested?
But EQ seems to be taking her on. I can understand why she wants to help her, but there's an alternative motive there. I just feel that she's pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Why?
Yeah. And that is people are getting pissed off, and I tell you why. People are getting pissed off because she's saying one thing, doing another, and then people are going to get annoyed. They are going to start saying things to her and about her, and then you can't complain. If you're, like I've said, you're going to put it on a public platform, it's going to be spoken about, and people will have an opinion on it. Do you know what I mean? So she can't then cry and then say, well, I'm being bullied and people don't believe I'm trans. Well...
And it's scary. Why push her to now take medication? Because, you know, what if she doesn't want to do it, but now she'll feel like she has to do it?
Yeah.
You know, like, I just think it's gone a little bit too far. Like, just let her, like, she's 20, just let her be.
I think people are just getting frustrated with her. They're just getting so pissed off. And that's why I say, if she was just honest and said, listen, I just don't know what I want to be, but I'll make that decision in time, I think people would have more respect for her.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, everything that she's done, you know, she went to remember she went to the pharmacy and took a picture with that medication. I feel like, you know, and these appointments for hormones and everything, it's trying to prove everybody wrong, you know. So she's doing this to say, well, look, I've actually gone out and done this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because she couldn't say now, well, actually, I'm not transgender, because everyone would go, ha ha. Told you so.
Now the next thing is going to be, well, now you got the medication. Now we want to see you take it online, you know, because now, it's going to be, you're not really taking them, even though you have them.
Yeah, yeah.
But she should be able to turn around and say, well, actually, even though I wanted it at this time, I'm now indecisive. Like everything like Jay just said. Jay just said it. Why don't she just say, I'm not ready to make up my mind yet. I just want to be me. I just want to enjoy life as it is and not have all this pressure on my shoulders. I mean, she's got her friends. Yeah. But her friends should be saying, in your own time. Yeah. And she should be having the counselling as well. You know, so I just think she's been put, she's no fan of Alpha, right? But she's a human being who has the right to change their mind. Okay. You can change your mind as many times as you want in life. And you shouldn't be castrated for that in any which way or form. But to use people for money by lying about it, that's where when it all comes in dispute, isn't it? Because she said she's doing this to get this money for whatever reason, then it doesn't follow through, does it? So that's why she's getting the backlash of one thing, or from saying this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, and it's not coming through. So she needs to make a clean break and say, no, I don't want the transition, I just want to be me.
Yeah.
Hi. Also, I have actually got, I know someone that's gone through a transition. They went from female to male.
Yeah.
And for the hormones and stuff, they had to see an actual doctor, and they have to have blood tests, monitor the hormone levels. So if she is taking hormones, via EQ, then isn't that dangerous? Because it does have to, be properly done.
They normally monitor the blood test, every once a month.
Yeah, and you do have to go through the counselling for the transitioning, just because it's such a big change. And I just feel like EQ is taking kind of advantage of her vulnerability. I mean, I don't really like Elphaba. She lied about autism. My daughter's got autism, so I don't agree with it. But you know, I mean, I was on her live, one of her lives last week, and it was just constant comments of go unalive yourself. And I just think that's disgusting. She might have done a lot of things, but sometimes it just goes too far as well.
Me and Jay actually had a discussion about this a couple of weeks ago regarding Alpha's comment section, that people are saying disgusting things in the comments, right? However, Alpha, just like I, has the ability to block out words, to have moderators to take out them comments. I feel she is heavily trolled, yes she is, but she can help herself with that trolling, and I feel like most times she leaves it to play victim of it. Me and Jay had this conversation. I don't agree with it, but they have the ability to get them comments taken out, monitored, blocked, whatever.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree, but I don't know if they've changed their mind but that's up to them, isn't it? That's their journey and their decision. But if you're gonna broadcast it and make it as that's who you are, and you're on TikTok all the time, I'm trans, I'm this, I'm that, then obviously people will form an opinion of you. So it's hard for people to not form an opinion when you're constantly saying it all the time. And, you know, I think it's a hard one, but I do feel like EQ maybe is taking advantage a little bit.
How do you feel like she's taken advantage? In what way?
Well, like by her, like, you know, giving her meds and things, like, you know, I feel like it could be done.
Kirsty and EQ's not giving her the meds. Alfbar said that she's got a prescription for the meds, but she needs to pay £30 to get the prescriptions. Eva Queen's not giving her anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, because obviously with the whole like taking her out as well, I don't know if I just feel like a lot of it was for clout as well. It just feels off. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just doesn't feel right. But yeah, I don't know. If she has changed her mind, then that's her decision. But it's not to do with anyone else, is it? So,
I mean, if it's on a public platform, people are going to have, you know, people are going to talk about it. You know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. But, you know, if she has, then maybe just say, you know, I'm not sure, you know, I don't know who I am. I'm kind of like trying to make my mind up and, you know, leave it as that, really.
Yeah. Okay, Kirsty. Thank you. Hi, Beth. Have you spoken, Beth?
No, I've just joined.
Okay, darling.
I wanted to bring up, I think Elf doesn't help herself, because originally she was going to go on hormones and she couldn't take the tablets and it was going to be the gel. So it was all things, she was having hormone gel, not tablets. And now all of a sudden she's taking tablets and it's going to make her very sick. She can't keep up with the lies that she is saying. So she's flipping and flopping back and forth. And this is where I think no one actually believes that she's going to transition, because she shows all the emails from Gender GP, yet it's this, yes, it's that. But it was a big thing of, no, it's gel, but now it's tablets. And I'm all for EQ actually calling her out on it's £30 a month. If you can afford to go out drinking every night, you can afford to do your transition.
Yeah. I agree.
I just think she's taking a mockery of those that are struggling, that can't afford to do it, and also then taking a mockery of women by using period pants when you can actually buy proper tuck-in pants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's she doing with the period pants?
She's using period pants to tuck the wood. So because she's got a skin condition, she's saying period pants for women helps tuck. Well, you can actually buy specific tuck-in pants. So you're taking a mick out of women who have that issue every month and using it as if it's nothing to worry about. Oh, I'll just wear these to hide my long wood or whatever, short wood, and not care for the women that go through this every month, instead of actually buying proper tuck-in pants. It's the same thing. Stop trying to take away from women what we need for your benefit when you could actually go and buy the proper tuck-in pants.
Right, okay, I didn't know that. See, guys, I don't see just because I did the FYP show, guys, it doesn't mean that I see every single video on TikTok. I didn't even know about these period pants and the Alphabet one.
So Elpha's wearing period pants. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Alphabo is wearing period pants.
You learn something every year.
You can buy them. Tyrone has actually done a video of his reaction to it. It was when they were on their night out in Liverpool, and she made a whole thing. There is a video on FYP of her saying, I'll wear them if I want, and all this stuff. Well, buy proper tuck-in pants. You can get pants to tuck if you can't use the tape. Stop using period pants and using it that it's an everyday thing. It's not. It's uncomfortable for women.
I mean, I don't care because I don't buy them. I'm not missing out or anything. But
I'm just going to the toilet. Will you keep everybody in chat, please, love?
Oh, I don't know.
Go on, Jay. You know you want to. Go on, Jay. Go on. Sort us out. Go on, girl.
You know what? Sometimes I just think, who gives a shit?
I think.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not. I've never heard of these.
Like, I don't lose sleep over Elphaba tucking whatever she wants to tuck.
Exactly.
Whether she tucks or not, whether she. I honestly don't. It doesn't. It doesn't affect my sleep.
No, not me. Not me. But you are aware that I'm just here for the clout, don't you, Jay?
Yeah, no, so am I.
Yeah, you know. So it's I Spy.
No, I'm not very good at that game.
No, all right then.
But yeah, I went and saw a film last night called Migration. Have you ever seen it? It's a children's movie. I didn't just go on my own. Like, I took my daughter. I didn't film. Just
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that. No, what's it
Oh
about?
my god, it was so good, man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it then. What's it about? Come on, we all ears.
I don't want to because I like drama instead.
All right. Give us a bit. Take it away. Jane, you're such a tease.
Oh, Brett, you're not here.
Oh God, no.
Don't, Brett.
No, go on.
Just can't be doing with that vest today. I really can't.
No, me neither. I need to go lay down and take a Valium.
It's a Monday morning. Yes, Becca with the perfumes.
Yeah.
What I was going to say very quickly as well, that I have seen, and I don't know if you lot have seen it, but there is, no, it's only me. Oh, there's a petition to get Alphabet off the app. Now, listen, I'm all for it because she's, but I don't really care whether she's on it or off it. The only thing that it bothers me is about the kid thing, that there was, So if anything, get her off, because if that's what's been going on, then see you later. But why is this energy not going into actual, peddlers on here? Can I just remind you all, Diageo, for fuck's sake. And we're not getting petitions to get him off, but we're going to get Elphaba off.
Just going back to the transition, I think everyone's so invested because obviously people are forgetting that she was raising money to transition and a lot of people donated. So I think that's why everyone.
Well, I get it's money, and I know that people spent so much money and stuff like that. But do you not think our kids' safety is more important? Do you not think our women being domestically violenced? Do you not think that's more important?
About the petition, 100% agree.
Yeah, I don't care if she's transitioned. I don't care, but we're willing to do petitions on her. But what about the people that are on the app right now? Jade Palmer, that is a convicted, SO, and we're all sat back let's get Elphaba off TikTok. What on earth?
It's mind-blogging. It's mind, but I'm going to get off because I think I've clout chased enough now, and I've got to go and stir my pot. Well, my cauldron. Anyway, lots of love, everyone.
Thanks for joining, Kate, darling.
That's all right. Lots of love. Bye, everyone. Well,
Bye, Kate. Jay's completely right, guys. To be fair,
of course.
Okay.
This £30 that she has to pay is only a subscription fee anyway, apparently. It's not actually for the hormones. So she pays the £30 subscription fee and then she has to buy the hormones on top.
I can't see how she would get access to hormones without having a mental health assessment. I just don't get it, because I know, other people have had to have that done. Do you know what I mean? And I can't see her passing one because she was only in hospital SH in apparently 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
And that's what I mean. So people are saying she just needs to pay £30 and then she'll get hormones, but it's not. It's a £30 subscription fee. So then I'm guessing then maybe off the back of that, she will have to then go and pay and see a doctor and all of that, because you can't just go online and buy tablets. Well, I mean...
Hi, Sally.
Hiya. Obviously, I've spoken before about my daughter going through the process. What Alphabet is subscribing to or doing is Gender GP, which is a private clinic that's available online. They do have to have blood tests. They do have to go through the process, but the screening of the mental health is not as robust as the NHS. But the NHS waiting list currently, where I am, has paused at 5 years, 7 months. So my daughter is going, I want to go down Gender GP, which I'll be honest with you, absolutely scares the life out of me, because the mental health screening is nowhere near as robust. Also, my daughter has type 1 diabetes, which the hormones will affect the endocrine system. I actually wanted her to go through the NHS so that she goes through with her other consultants and everything. But obviously she's left. She has got gender dysphoria and body dysmorphia. So she's really pushing. And obviously when she sees people on social media with these things, she's 18, she's got her own money, and it frightens the life out of me, not going to lie.
So when you're going down, so Alphabar's going down the private route?
Yep, you first email them, and then they contact you. You can either have the blood tests done through them or through your GP, because I've spoken to my GP about it. Because obviously I'm like, I can't remember who said it, but I'm like everyone else, why do we need labels, you know? And I think the obsession on social media where people are questioning things, even like the period pants, I've bought them for my daughter. I'm not going to lie, so come at me. Because the trans pants are actually really expensive. And obviously, you can't go in a shop and buy them, you know, and at the end of the day, my daughter does need pants, as everyone does. I just don't, you know, they're available to buy. You're not going to stop a woman who does have them, periods, having them. Do you know what I mean? And she's not doing it for that reason. Yeah, it was pants because that's what EQ recommended, Lisa. It was pants because they're double lined. They're double lined. So and obviously Alphaba apparently finds tucking hard because of her condition. But I just don't. I think people need to understand that these things with, you know, like, with period pants or whatever, are very dangerous for young people that are going through this process. Their life is hard enough without all the hate. You know, they're getting it from the Prime Minister, they're getting it from whatever. I'm supporting my daughter on her journey. I can't tell you whether, do you know what I mean, what the end is. I just know that she hates her body and she hates who she is. And I'm going to support her. And I'll say to any of you, if it was your child, I'm going to support her because I would rather support her than write her obituary. Yeah, and that's just what I've got to do. You know, she is also autistic with pathological demand avoidance. And I think autistic people do struggle more with their identity than a neurotypical person. Yeah. There's just no service out there. She's been under CAMS for too many years, since she was about 8 years old. She's been under CAMS. The children's waiting list, it's not easy to change. All these people that say you were indoctrinating children and whatever. The children's list was stopped because there was somebody that got into their 20s and said that they felt that they'd made the wrong decision. And so they took them to court. And obviously the NHS can't afford lawyers, cases being, do you know what I mean, being sued. So they actually closed the list down when my daughter was on it. You know, and even then, like, I've got friends that have gone through transition. You have to, on the NHS process, you have to sign so many legal documents. It's not a quick decision. No one's going to indoctrinate your children. It's not a quick decision. Yeah. And I can't go. I mean, my daughter's saying she's going to get a job, which she has got a job, and I'll be honest with you, I'll be surprised if she keeps it. And I don't mean because of her issues and everything, to be able to pay for the gender GP. Because I've got another daughter who is also autistic and type 1 diabetic, so who doesn't access school. So I don't have a job anymore. I had to give up my job.
Okay. Thank you, Sally, for coming on and, like, you know, telling us a little bit more about it, because I didn't have a clue, you know. It makes sense now that she's going through the private route. That's why she's got fast tracked. Do you know what I mean? And I admire you as well. I think you're an amazing mum. I really do.
Thank you for saying that, but I'm sure you would do the same thing if it was your child. You know, at the end of the day, you just got to go through it with them and just advise them on the right course and not get them to make any hasty decisions, you know. So thank you. Thanks for letting me in and letting me talk about it again, lovely.
Always. Thank you, Sally, for coming on and, you know, giving us what we needed, answers, because I was none of the wiser. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye, darling. She's lovely. Hi, Emma.
Hiya. Just a little quick one. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but this morning I came on to TikTok and I saw that Alphaba was live. It was quite early. It was about 4 a.m. And she was on there going on about when she lied about having autism, that basically, like, to get into Autism's Got Talent, Jack was the one telling her to lie about it.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've discussed it a few times. She passed the book to Jack.
Yeah, I just thought it was absolutely disgusting. Like, Jack's come out with other things about the way Alphaba, you know, used to treat him when they used to live together and stuff like that. And I just feel so terrible for Jack. Like, he's tried to move on with his life and he's just constantly got this hanging around. But yeah I just thought I'll bring that up.
I think Jack's come out on top, really. Everybody knows Jack's character and, you know, he's lovely. But yeah, it's kind of like, it happened quite a long time ago and we've talked about it many times on here, Emma. But yeah, we do love Jack, guys. Jack's lovely. Thank you, Emma, darling. Thank you for coming on, love.
No worries. Thank you.
Bye, darling. Bye. Thank you, guys, for the love. Hi, little Tiny.
Hi, thank you for having me on. Yeah, I agree what you say, darling. You know, it's not right, really. And then she wonders why people start talking about her, go against her.
Who knows?
What you've just said before.
Are you talking about Alpha?
Yeah, Alphabet. Yeah, yeah. I do agree. I agree. Should because she's saying one thing and then saying another, and I really don't think she knows what she wants to be, where she's going with it.
She's only 20, you know, so I'm sure time will tell. Do you know what I mean?
It should do, and I hope she does sort herself out, darling, because it's not good if she's going to carry on and on and on, darling, like this a long time. And sort herself out to, try and work out who she wants to be.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, little Tiny, my love.
Because it's not good where she is. She can't say one thing and then do another thing, because obviously it's just not good, is it?
It isn't, darling. It's not good at all. It really isn't. Thank you, love. Thank you for joining. Oh, bless her. I was a bit confused. I was like, oh, who's she talking about? Hi, Laura.
Hi, Miss Betty. You right?
I'm all right, Laura. You okay, love?
Yeah and no.
Why? What's happened?
The stuff yesterday triggered so much shit, if you get what I mean. Try not to bring it up.
Which stuff? Because people are getting triggered left, right and centre by everything.
The Ashley thing that we said we can't speak about.
Oh, the Ashley thing. Well, if you want to talk about it, darling, we'll talk. Joe, I've got 10 more minutes.
There's people in the chat were saying no, they don't. It's too early for that.
Okay, darling. All right, then. If you guys don't want to speak about it, then we'll leave it there. Yeah, do you know what, Laura, darling? I just feel like, if we're triggered by things, we need to leave the lives that are triggering us. Do you know what I mean? We have to protect our own mental health, because it's easy. It's all right sitting in the live, but if people are affected, then you need to exit it. But when I was watching little bits yesterday, and I thought, oh, okay.
I've got to try and learn, because I was tried to get in Alex's box and he was like, no, this is not the box for you today.
Exactly.
And that's the bit when I got to say, right, I've got to leave the chat, because I didn't want Alex thinking I weren't supporting him and everything like that. And I didn't want Miss J feel like she wasn't being supported. And I stayed because I wanted to feel like they were being supported with what they were doing. But it also triggered really bad nightmares off last night, and I've never been triggered like that in a long time.
Well, Alex did the right thing, love, not putting you in the box, because we do look after you and we make, people make sure that you're safe. So the right thing was done there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just don't watch lives, Laura, that are going to trigger you, darling.
No, that's the bit I've got to try and learn now, is to just, even they know I am supportive, it's just not that sort of chat for me, if you get what I mean.
Guys, we're not talking about Alex's life, we're talking about another life that was going on where this Ashley person was, and it was spoken about, in different lives. So
I just couldn't believe some of the stuff that this person was saying. It was just...
Guys, I think if you want to be updated on it, then just put it in on the FYP and research it yourself, because I'm getting messages now saying don't talk about it. So
okay. Thank you, Laura, my darling, for joining.
Everybody.
Bye, darling.
Bye. Love you, love. Bye.
Bye, Laura. So this is love. Ooh.
There you go, guys. Have you enjoyed the FYP show today?
Wow, it's taken a few turns, hasn't it?
It has. And do you know what? Can I just say, guys, I'll speak about whatever you want to speak about. This is why we have a Whinge Wednesday. A Whinge Wednesday is for you to come in the box and tell me something that I don't know about. Do you know what I mean? I did say at the beginning of the live, you know, from what Gemma said, I can't believe people are giving her a pass, whether it's Kaz, everybody else. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be responsible for what my TikTok friends do. It's what I do that matters. It's my morals, what I stand by. I'm not going to be held accountable for what Kaz does, Evil Queen does, Jay does, Alex does, Luke does. Do you get what I'm saying? It's what happens in this room that matters. But you know,
Donna, like Kaz is more than. But Jay won't let us talk about it. I won't with the Ashley thing, just because it was vile. Actually, I can't even tell you. I wanted to talk about it, but people shut it down, and I can see why.
Yeah.
But yeah, Donna, we've even said Kaz can come in if she wants to. Like, if she wants to get in the box and talk to you about what's gone on, that's up. Do you know what I mean? It's up to her.
Yeah, it's up to Kaz, isn't it? Kaz can address it. I've already said that, you know, Gemma got a pass too quick. I've said that. What else do you want me to say? That me? Where's Jay gone? Empty.
I put it back in the cupboards upstairs. I don't know if you know or not. She's my wife as well. Sorry, I've been cheating on you.
Oh, empty. You haven't. Oh, they're dinging each other from the boxes, guys. They're all digging each other from the boxes. Yeah, this Ashley stuff, guys. Oh, here's Jay. Oh, Alex isn't here. Oh, Alex. Thank you, Hayley. They're all dinging each other, guys. They just can't behave, these moderators. Do you know what I mean? Guys, yeah, so this Ashley business is like a bit heavy for 10 o'clock in the morning, and I don't want to, you know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think now's the time to start kicking people out of the box. Like, we're trying to talk about something serious, I'm not going to lie.
Do you know what I mean? Who's doing it, Jay? Doing the dingins?
I don't know.
Here's MT.
Hello.
What's going on, wifey?
What do you want?
I just wanted to say, like, serious now. This is serious me. I think yesterday triggered an awful lot of people who didn't speak out about getting triggered as well. So I know a lot of people do want to know about it, which is fine if you do want to know about it, but a lot of people don't want to know about it, and it's them people that I think people need to be courteous to, because there might just be people in here who are just generally watching because they enjoy the show. But I think you can still talk about it without actually triggering people. I think you can give people context as to what actually happened, but I don't think you'd have to get into the nitty and gritty of it.
Well, you and Jay can do that because I can't help myself.
Okay, I'm quite happy to do it if you want me to. Basically, guys, there was a live yesterday which involved an individual who's been on TikTok who's known for admitting serious crimes against individuals. When I say individuals, I'll put that into context. It's not adults. That live then had repercussions all across TikTok, and a lot of people were triggered by some of the content of the discussions, some of the questions that were being asked, some of the statements that were being implied. It made a lot of people feel uncomfortable, but it also triggered a lot of people as well. And so I know personally, just from my perspective, I had a lot of people who were watching who needed to leave, a lot of people who sit there and mob for me, they had to go as well because it was uncomfortable for them, and we were just watching from the outside. So the people who were actually in the live watching it, they must have felt 10 times worse as well, if you get me, because obviously they're sitting there and seeing it firsthand. So it did trigger an awful lot of people, but I think you can still discuss it. You just, rather than go into the nitty and gritty of what was actually discussed, you get me? Because yesterday's wasn't more, I know people have had this individual in the box before, but they did it more of awareness. I think yesterday's was more as a debate and a Q&A, and questions which would make people really uncomfortable that weren't structured were being asked, rather than actual structured questions. And just from my perspective, the reason why I say it's better to raise awareness is just because we're not professionals. So, you know, it's not up to us to investigate what goes on out there. We can get the facts, which is great. But, you know, at the end of the day, ultimately, we can't do anything to change what's going on. It's only the professionals. So I felt that if you raised awareness and got the information, it should have just been handed over to the police. It's already been done the day before. It didn't need to be redone again. It just went in roundabouts, and obviously it triggered an awful lot of people on the first day. The second day, it just took the piss. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I think you can still talk about it. Just not give it context. Do you get me?
Yeah, no, I completely get it. But the thing is, so last week I held a live MT and we opened the boxes and people come in and spoke about personal past experiences. And I did have a lot of messages from my supporters, a few supporters I've got, saying that they were triggered by the live. So I now have to be mindful about what's being spoken about in the box, because I want people to come in here and have fun and, unwind and not have to, leave the live triggered. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so from now on, I can't have people coming in and talking about such traumatic things, because everyone's entitled to come in and everyone's entitled to talk about the past and things like that. But I also have to be mindful about what people are saying. Yes, because I want to keep it a safe space. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I think everyone was doing the same. So the likes of Alex was mindful of everyone who was in his chat. I think from other people's perspectives, everyone was asking, was everyone okay? How are you doing? Are you all right? Are you okay to be here? If you need to go, you can go. Do you get what I mean? And sort of switch off if it's triggering you too much, because obviously it was deep. It was very deep. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it and say, yesterday was a fantastic day on TikTok and we all had a ball, because that wasn't the case. Yesterday was very emotional. The whole weekend's been very emotional, to be fair. And it has made a lot of people sort of rethink where they are in their life at the moment and what's going on. Do you get me? Because it really did affect people. Like, I'm shocked at how many people it actually affected. I knew it was a touchy subject, and obviously it was quite contentious. But I think some of the conversations that were being had in the live where it took place shouldn't have happened. It should have just been dealt with in a different way, more of an awareness. Because what I was shocked about was. What I was more shocked over than anything was the fact that the individual was in the box admitting these things were true, and then they decided to be an investigator and not shut it down straight away and go, well, you know what? I'm sitting here now. You're admitting to me that I don't want to talk, because if we're talking, it triggers someone. I don't want to be responsible. That's what I mean. It's quite contentious. So I'd rather just say what I actually seen rather than go into the nitty gritty of it. Do you get me?
Yeah, so basically I would agree with you there. If somebody had admitted that they had these thoughts and feelings about the innocents, they would not get in my room.
Should have just been shut down.
They would not get in this live, let me tell you that. Look at the people that I would never have in this room, because of, things that they've said or done. If you're admitting that you've done things to minors, trigger warning, you ain't getting in this live for no amount of views, no amount of FYP coverage. Off your pop, mate.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people said, well, Tony had done it the day before, but the difference is, right, we watch Tony on the daily raise awareness about all these predators. We watch Tony on the daily raise awareness about everything that's going on the outside of TikTok. That's his normal thing. It's no different to him. That's what he usually does. What I didn't agree with was the fact that someone had seen that Tony had managed to get views on the back of this story. It was already predicted the day before that this individual was going to use it. And they did. That's what happened. And obviously it triggered an awful lot of people. At least with the day before, knowledge was done. There was research. They had evidence. They knew how they were going to pitch it. They knew exactly what they were going to do. It was structured. Yesterday was just a shambles. That was just my personal opinion. And yet some information came from it. But the information that came from it, can I ask, has anyone in that live acted upon it? Apart from that one guy who actually lives in Australia, as the host who hosted the live, who got the information, acted on the information? No. So yeah, that's how TikTok was on the weekend, unfortunately.
MT, this girl, I've questioned her before about minors, and she said to me that she did it because it was consensual SA.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Absolutely baffles me. And it's like some of the terminology that was being used in the discussions yesterday. It's like I felt like Yesterday's live was different because I felt people were making excuses for behaviour, and that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to excuse people's behaviour or create excuses for them, or, you know, it's not my job to determine why someone's done something. You can be inquisitive and want to know why, but it's not up to me to start asking the questions. You get me? It's not up to the individual who was hosting the live to start asking the questions. The people who should be asking the questions is the police.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Hi, Observer.
Hi there, Donna. Hi there, MT and Jay. Hope you're all okay. I just wanted to come up because I know obviously, you know, people have been wanting to kind of discuss this this morning, and it is very triggering. I totally understand and totally agree with it, that it is a triggering subject. I for the people that don't know, I'm actually a member of Tony's team. I'm trying to help him raise awareness on people on this app that shouldn't be on here, and you know, the likes of Ashley, etc. I was actually contacted on Friday, I think it was Thursday or Friday, about Ashley, you know, asking if Tony and I could raise awareness of her because she is on this app. I found a video where she did admit that she's got an attraction to children. Trigger warning, by the way. And it kind of went from there. Basically, Tony held an awareness live on Friday. A lot of Australians came over into live and gave their evidence in response to videos that they'd seen about her and other stuff. But I managed to capture a hell of a lot of it on video, and it's on my YouTube channel. There are about 12 videos in total, just because of the length of the videos. I've had to kind of cut it down into separate videos. So please go into my YouTube channel if you want to know about this, Ashley. I will warn you, it is really triggering stuff. I do put trigger warnings up on my description. So yeah, if you want to see and know about what she's done, please check out my YouTube channel. But what I also want to say from this, because of the number of people that we've got in the room, you know, people are aware that Tony is raising awareness on, you know, checking children's devices, etc. And as a result of what Tony's been doing over the last few weeks, a parent has actually come forward and has said to us that she's asked her child if, you know, she's ever been touched inappropriately. And at first she said that she hadn't. The parent knew that she was lying, and unfortunately the child has been touched inappropriately. So as a part of, you know, as from Tony's awareness about this, a child, you know, we have kind of discovered that a child has, you know,
so that basically that live has helped.
Yes, it's helped, you know, a parent discover that their child has, you know, sorry, I'm struggling because this story has really affected me.
This is what
it is so important.
This is why I didn't want it on here this morning, because I know, you know, we have a lot of people that come in here because it's a safe space, and do you know what I mean? But go on, sorry, Observer.
That's right. It's so important, guys. I can't re-emphasize it. It really is important to check your children's devices on a regular basis, on a daily basis, on a spot check basis, guys. Yeah. Ashley Baby was using Roblox. You know, Roblox is a really dangerous game for predators. Honestly, it really is. If your children are using Roblox, I suggest that you take the game off of their devices, because it is a notorious game for predators, for children. So yeah, please guys, please check your children's devices, their tablets, their mobile phones, their gaming consoles. Just do it. Make it as part of your daily routine, because there are so many dangerous people, men and women, that are targeting children. And, you know, the long-term effects that this has, you know, some of the stories of people coming up in Tony's lives, it has been so upsetting to hear how, you know, people have been affected by this kind of abuse. It really is.
Yeah, I struggle to hear, to listen to it, to be honest. I you know, well, I get people in here that open up and talk, but I do go off feeling, you know, I'm like, you know what I mean, guys?
Yeah.
So yeah, but guys, if you want to kind of like know what it's all about, go to the Observer's YouTube, please, and everything's there basically. So if you want to watch it, if you know, it's there.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Red, if you do the washing, yeah, I'll do the bacon butties, girl, and we'll sort it for the rest of the day.
Darling, what's our Jay doing?
I'm sleeping. I need to sleep. But on a serious note, I just want to say, guys, I know how desperate you are to show the world that how beautiful your children are, you know, how amazing they are. And trust me, I would love to show, you know, mine off to show you how beautiful they are and stuff. But please stop putting your kids on here, please. And all your socials, stop putting your full names on here. You can never be too protective as a parent. So please, can you just, if there's anything you can do, it would be, I strongly advise you to not upload any images of your children. Keep them off the internet. You don't know these people.
Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
Sharon.
Can I just say one last thing before I go, Miss Red, if that's okay? If anybody comes across any predator on this app, can you please let myself know, or can you send a message to onlytonyawareness.uk? That's the website. There is a message filter on there that you can send a message to the team. So yeah, please, if you do come across anybody, please get in contact and we'll look into them, okay? But please protect your children at all costs, and that's all I've got to say, because I'm just massively triggered by the whole thing. So
okay, thank you, darling. Thank
all right,
you.
no problem. Take care, guys.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Oh, MTJ, it's time to wrap up the show now, my darlings. Who's going live after? Is Alex, Luke, you?
Hello?
MT, you going live?
Only for the jang later, but not
Are we not doing Camp 2 tonight?
No, I don't think so. I need a break. I've done it for like 5 days running. Honest to God. It's turned into a full-time episode.
Oh, darling.
Honestly, I'm sitting there with chafes in my legs and everything. Can't even run to the park. Honest to God, I'm smiling like a chip shop. But I don't know. I think I'm just going on for the jang, but I don't know. I don't know what the script is. Probably, I say this, yeah, and then I go live. I'm live for 5 minutes talking to people, and people are like, come to. So
Yeah, then it's 5 hours.
I have to throw it up. But are you excited for the new week?
No.
No.
No?
No, I'm not.
You never know what's going to come one day to the next, do ya?
Oh.
You need to go live, guys. Do you think MT should go live tonight? Yes or no? You got to listen to the people as well, MT.
I know. I do, to be fair. Hey, can I just point out, right? I just want to point this out for people who do not know. I've got something to tell you all.
Tell us.
This is going to come as a shock.
Come on.
I'm not the person that I've been making out to be. Big up Wreck the House, big up Queen Regina. I'm not the person I've made out to be. Yeah. I am a holy woman. I do come from Bethlehem, but I'm also a homosexual.
No!
Really?
I'm lying to you. Yeah, I can't really be your husband. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about it last night and if I keep lying to myself and telling the people, listen, no one's going to love me anymore, so I've just got to be completely honest. I lift shirts, not skirts.
Oh my God.
So we've been married all this time and the whole time you've been gay?
Oh, so it's not even Steve, it's Steve and Steve.
Well, I mean, considering I've been married to the 2 years, I don't know what the impression is, but...
Oh no.
Oh my God. Shit, someone get me a pair of sandals. I need to run out of here. See you later, guys. Love you.
For those that didn't know.
Yeah.
It's the script.
Shit, man.
Sorry.
Love you.
Love you.